Spider-Man 2 it's only 15 hours long, claims leak. Argues over value for money, considering the games are all like 70 quid now, which is not fun. It's not 70 quid. The main story is 15 hours long, and then you've got all the side bits that go along with it. Plus, at the same time, too, if you played the original Spider-Man on PS4, there was loads of stuff to keep you busy. And I played it through twice and platinumed that because it was such an enjoyable experience. The gameplay, the game length leaked for Spider-Man 2, and people were going, "Oh, it's not enough." The gameplay duration controversy. Early reports indicate that Spider-Man 2 can be platinumed in approximately 28 hours. This led to heated debates among fans who are considering the game's price tag. And right, I'm going to say something. 28 hours. No, that's not bad. I'm sorry. Think about Call of Duty, yeah? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 comes out. The campaign's, 6 hours if you do well on it?
Yeah.
Still enjoyable. I still enjoyed the hell out of it. And then you got the multiplayer on there. I went through it once. I probably racked up, 20, 30 hours on that, maybe? Still enjoyable. So 38 hours for that one. That was fine at that time. Okay, admittedly, I don't like the idea of paying the £70 for it, but that's because I've been so used to paying £50 for all the new releases. But given the fact that the prices of games have come down because of inflation, they should have really gone up pretty much with every generation by like a £5, and this would have been much easier for us to deal with. But as I said before, I played the other Spider-Man game. It's good, and you can Starfield it, and I will describe this as Starfielding because you can pad it out with a lot of crap, which doesn't feel worthless. This is when I say Starfield feels a bit soulless, yeah. Or you can have all right. So other choice: 150 hours of repetitive nonsense, or 28 hours of really good gameplay, to which it's 15 hours of solid storyline content. What would you pick? I know what I'm picking. I'm picking the quality because it's not quantity. The price is the big thing. That's the big thing there. I know one of the things that's going on here because the Sony guys did this to the Xbox guys because of Starfield. Now it's going the other way because of Spider-Man. Now doing it to Spider-Man where they're just picking on every little thing. Now we had fun with it because there were some silly things like misspelled weapons and state of the art guns that were in there, which is fun. And I do like I prefer console wars to other things because it's nice. It feels a little petty and fun rather than the nonsense that we have to deal with in real life and people saying things. It was leaked by a Twitter user called ChrisGamer95. I wonder if he was born in 1995. Who allegedly got early access to the game. If he got early access to the game, that's also a good sign too. Because if they're willing to give the access out to the game early, they have faith in it. Yeah, we all know the story of the game that everyone's getting hyped for, and no one gets the game until the day just before the release, so they can't play it all, and they can't form a full opinion of it, and then the reviews don't quite reflect that. So, yeah, it's funny because in the article they say that Starfield's got hundreds of additional hours of gameplay in it, but it's not quality gameplay, unfortunately. It's very padded and watered down gameplay. But I always want to. I don't see the weird obsession, and the problem with this is why we get so many open world games now because everyone wants to pay the 70 quid and then they want 100 hours worth of it, and you don't always get that. It depends what kind of game you've got. If you've got an RPG, RPGs should be long. Yeah, no two ways about it. RPGs should be long. Action games should be short. Yeah, and the reason action games are short is because if you got and horror games too, because if not, you got this relentless onslaught, and you've got to sit there and you've got to up it every time you go through it, and you can't keep peaking the way you can. Now, there's things that you can do to keep the tension going. There's a a technique called the shepherd's tone, which Chris Nolan's famous for using, where he escalates one thing on top of another, on top of another, on top of another to feel like it's going up, where he knows it's technically not going up. But I haven't got a problem with this. I've probably got more problem with the £70. Make it 60, and that's not an issue. But that's because I've got a problem paying £70 for any game at the moment. That's it. But it's not Spider-Man. That's just giving me the £70 vibe thing. Sorry, kind of went off on a rant there.
I'd pay £70 if it was a physical copy, but not digital.
Yeah.
Oh no! I was going to try and pre-order it because I forgot to pre-order it. I was about to pre-order it. It's the one game this year I was going to pre-order because I pre-order one game every year.
There's so many games that I haven't bought because of how much they are now, knowing that eventually they will come down in price and I'll buy them then. I mean, I've held off on Dead Space, the remake. I wanted that so much when it came out, but I've just held off because there's no way I was paying the money for it because I wasn't getting a physical copy.
Yeah, it's like the Callisto Protocol. Yeah, that was the game that I pre-ordered. That game that was my pre-order for that year.
Yeah,
Callisto Protocol,
and I enjoyed it.
It's free. It's free on PlayStation Plus now.
Oh, okay.
So if you've got PlayStation Plus, nice, you can play the Callisto Protocol, and you won't have that stupid thing where the enemies all batter you all at the same time. What I did on day one, because they bollocks up the combat on it, and which annoyed the hell out of me.
I think it's down to about £15 to buy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they're probably about £10 second-hand if you pop into CEX.
It's worth it. It's a great game. Really enjoyed it.
It's one of those games that I did a U-turn on because I played it. I played it I didn't play it midnight. I played it at 1 o'clock at 1 a.m. UK time because I was so desperate to play it, and yeah, it was fucking terrible day one.
Its biggest downfall, its biggest downfall was the fact that it was linked to Dead Space and everybody expected.
I think the biggest downfall it had was that initial combat, because when you played it on day one, if you got into a fight with one of the creatures, another creature would attack you, and it's not like you could swing and attack the other creature. You'd only be able to focus on one creature at a time. So you'd lose all your health while you're beating someone up. So you'd have to figure out how to peel them off one at a time, separate them, and that was not fun. And as soon as they got rid of that, because what they did, they literally just did what they did in Doom when you do a glory kill. Because in Doom, when you go do a glory kill, everything pauses around you to allow you to rip whatever it is to shreds. And then as soon as you've done that, it then returns back to normal. So they just literally imposed the same kind of mechanic onto the game.
I'm glad I missed that then. I'm glad I missed that.
Oh, you are good. Oh, you should be grateful. And the thing is, I've got Dead Space. I have Dead Space. I bought Dead Space because it was on special offer. I get Microsoft credit because I use a lot of Microsoft products and stuff, and I get the codes and stuff from work. So I get loyalty points for stuff they spend at work.
Naughty points.
Loyalty points. Yeah, I'm loyal to having my company spend Microsoft things. But I get that, and that was I got that for, I think I got like 20 or 30 quid or something. I didn't pay full price for it. I loaded it up, I started playing it, and I got to the bit where the thing gets crushed in the lift, and I'm like, oh, this is really good. And then I think I had to go out and do something, and I never got back to it. So I need to go back to play Dead Space. Saying that, Halloween's coming up. Might do some live streaming of it. I'm not going to scream though, not like what do you call it? PT demo. Which everyone wants me to do something similar for PT demo. Anyway, just to summarise, 28 hours to do a platinum. Not bad. I take 28 hours of quality over 100 hours of just wishy-washy recycle nonsense like you get in Starfield, unfortunately. So, in conclusion, the leaks regarding Spider-Man 2's gameplay length have ignited debates about value for money in the gaming world. While some feel shortchanged, others feel the developer's vision and approach might be warranted. As the gaming industry evolves, striking the right balance between gameplay duration, storytelling, quality, and pricing remains a challenge. So, I'm going to get this game. Hopefully I'm going to love it like I did Spider-Man, the original one. My worry is that I'm not going to get much Peter Parker. And on that note, next story.